I'm Michael Sauer, attorney, electrical engineer, and certified in over 1,000 things.
And I'm Jill Wilson, director of PR. I love telling our clients stories, and we work at Scorpion Internet Marketing.
We are so inspired by our clients and their stories
That we're traveling across the country to experience a day in the life of their business.
And this is
Get to Work. Howdy, y'all.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas.
I'm Ben Davis, founder and president of the Gents Place. So our motto at the Gents Place is when you look and feel your best, you perform your best.
Everything that I understand about the Gents Place is they really just want to make it the best experience possible.
You can go have like a whiskey, get your shoe shine, have a hot shave.
As one of our members once famously said, the Gents Place is where personal relationships are formed and deals are done.
I hadn't really shaved or gotten a haircut in a while because I really wanted to get the Gents Place experience.
Exactly. Can you guys do something here?
I know there's some things you can't fix with this, but if you could.
Let's go get our groom on.
Let's go get our groom on.
Yes.
Yeah. Gents Place, here we come.
Oh, it's so cute. I love this neighborhood.
I need a lot of help here. Hey guys, Jill.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Ben Davis, Bone. Man, I'm a
so
hugger.
much about you in this
you.
place. It's beautiful.
Welcome to the Gents Place. You're about to have an incredible experience, no doubt about it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right, so I just met Jill and Bone wasn't looking too good, but we're gonna take good care of him, don't worry.
Oh, wow.
All right, so what do you think?
This is gorgeous.
It's where all the magic happens. So hair services, straight razor shaves, some waxing. You feel like getting some waxing done?
Don't you look at me. Why are you looking at me?
All right, I want to introduce you to a couple of our finest people. Jill, Liz,
Nice to
Jill.
meet you.
She's gonna take great care of you. Bone.
Yes.
This is my boy, Eddie.
Hey, Eddie.
Nice to see you,
Nice
Bone.
to meet you.
Eddie is one of the best barbers in Dallas. I'll see you in just a little bit. I'll come back and check on you.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Ben.
Eddie, I know I just met you, but I trust you with my life. I haven't lost anybody yet. Good. That's what I like to hear.
Wow, you look great.
Oh, thanks. And I thought that I was done. So I'm getting ready to get up, and Jill definitely had some plans.
What we're going to do today is wax your nose hairs. Okay.
Okay, so I'm
I
gonna
don't get nervous,
some wax.
but I'm nervous right now. I'm
So I'm
ready.
gonna place this here to protect your beard.
Protect everything Eddie just did, okay?
So I'm gonna put this in here.
Is it ready?
Oh.
It's ready.
So Liz showed me how to wax someone's nose, and it's to wrap your hand really tightly around the popsicle stick and yank it as hard as you possibly can.
And you wanna squeeze, I'll squeeze.
Okay, you'll squeeze. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 1,
Ready.
2, 3. Oh my gosh.
You almost ripped my nose off. You almost ripped my nose off.
And I thought I gripped the popsicle stick. So when I pulled it and Bone's face almost came off, but didn't. I felt so bad.
I think I did get whiplash on that first one. But again, I believed in her, and that's why we decided to do it again. And I think we are closer than we've ever been.
Ready?
Ready.
That was a good one! Yeah!
What was that?
That was me.
Okay, that's the last hour. We've let the professionals take care of you. Now it's time for you guys to get to work. And we're gonna have a little cutoff, as we call it at the Gents Place. Are you
Cutoff?
ready for that?
I love
I'm
it.
ready for this.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Follow me.
Hey,
Wow, look at you.
Hey.
Love
True,
this.
true professionals here.
Love these
I like
shirts.
That. Yeah. No,
I didn't know what our challenge was gonna be, but we walked in and saw these crazy mannequin heads.
it's a couple mannequin heads here.
these?
So we've got some really exciting stuff today. We have a haircutting contest, what I'm calling a cutoff between me, Jill, and Bone.
For this competition, they gave us 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's ready. Let's do it.
Go. 10 minutes, guys. Go, 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 go.
This is already not as easy
They
as
were
I thought it
coaching
was
me a
going to
little
be.
bit.
Don't worry about that, sir. Everything's going to be fine. I don't know how they do what they do. I still feel like I'm sweating.
You Guys, don't forget your styling products.
Oh,
You gotta-
way ahead of you.
Excuse me.
I am seeing bone, like wind beard oil and Fu Manchu. And then I'm seeing Ben, just guys dripping, his face is dripping.
Not done yet.
Oh yeah,
Not
I can
done
tell. I can tell it's a party in the front for sure. For sure.
Final touches.
I won this competition fair and square.
It's fun competing with you, but I don't think the competition is over. I kind of like to take this to the next level. We can head to the football field, Dallas Cowboys headquarters, for a little pickup flag football game.
That's awesome.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you down for that?
Yeah.
My uncles every single Christmas would get me Cowboys gear, jerseys, pants, t-shirts, everything. This is the best day ever. Welcome to Texas.
Let's do this.
Oh, we just scored on the blue team, that's all.
Wow, guys. Thank you for coming to my turf today. Dallas Cowboys headquarters here. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
So much fun.
So now that we had a chance to play on your turf, we actually want to invite you back to Scorpion's turf, where we really actually want to get a chance to know more about you and the Gents Place. So what do you say?
Okay, let's do it. Scorpion and the Gents Place.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, Gents Place!
Hi,
hey, guys.
Ben
Hey,
Davis.
it's happening.
You made it.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Scorpion.
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you
This is
too.
incredible. Like, what a
Thanks.
welcome. My name's on the big screen.
It's the little things.
It is. It's the little detail, including one of my favorite quotes. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Power of belief, right?
This is only just the beginning.
Show
Okay.
you the studio.
Okay,
So
cool.
let's come this way. And this is our studio.
Here's your custom set.
Check this out.
Welcome.
Even got the working barber pole and everything. This is legit.
And our buddies made it back from
our-
Dallas.
yes, our friend.
They saved our seats.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So welcome to Scorpion.
Tell us about the Gents Place. We had so
Wow.
much fun there.
Yeah. I think the big thing about the Gents Place and what differentiates us is the business that we believe we're in. We feel like we're not in the business of selling just a haircut, not even just an experience, but really a feeling. And what that is for us is not focusing on the problems in your life, but intentionally focusing on the best moments of your life. So we're asking you questions not like, what do you do for a living? And you say, I'm an attorney. I could say, do you like it? And maybe you do, maybe you don't. Instead, our approach is, what do you do for a living? You're an attorney. And we ask you, what do you love most about being an attorney? Right? Or
What's a great spin?
That's so cool.
And so it's the 2 millimeter difference, right? That Tony Robbins and these guys talk about on the difference between success and failure is like this little 2 millimeter difference,
Right.
right? Hit a golf ball right here and it goes straight. Hit a golf ball 2 millimeters to the right, where does it go? Right, way over here, right? So that's the little 2 millimeter difference in how we ask questions. We call them empowering questions to our guests. And it's very typical with other business executives and sports reporters and you name it that comes in, or you've got a big meeting that you're presenting to the company. we're part of their success story. They need to show up a certain way, and we help add value to that relationship.
And isn't that true too? Malcolm Gladwell's book, Blink. The premise of the book is you blink and you have a snap judgment in the first second or 2 seconds you see someone.
Absolutely.
And if they're pulled together and on point, your snap judgment, regardless of it, if they're personally on point or not, is that they are.
Yeah. It just means that you need to show up feeling your best. And for some, it could be jeans and boots and a t-shirt, right? I came from a dad that lives in Starkville, Mississippi, in a 120-year-old house that wears a bandana and a cutoff shirt every day of his
Sounds
life.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely walked out of the Gents Place with a smile on our face, and we'd see people come in, and there was actually some people that came in that didn't have a smile on their face, but every single one of them left with a smile, and they just had just the best time. And again, it's that feeling.
We are the best at what we do, but we're down to earth, and we're just all about being our best in the way that you want to be your best.
When you started the Gents Place, you had, I think this is a pretty incredible story.
Yeah.
No experience in the grooming industry. Tell us a little bit about how you developed the concept of the Gents Place and how you decided this is the business for you.
I went from insurance to hair. I tell people jokingly, like, I made the natural transition from insurance to hair, you know? But the reason why I'm in this business is because I do have that passion, that service in my heart. And one of the things when I was at the insurance company that we started was a service department. And I fell in love with differentiating service to make people happy, because the insurance business is a commodity business. The hair business is a commodity business, right?
That's true.
And so how could we differentiate what we did here? And I went and went to an executive education course at UT Austin on the experiential economy. Changed my life and my view and my world. And I remember going back to my CEO and saying, "Oh my gosh, I found my passion in business." And he said, "What is it?" And I said, "Customer service." And he's like, "Oh, what? You're running the sales team, you're this business executive." And so that's what really led me into it. But it was a challenging time. I walked into his office in June of 2008.
Wow.
We were all around in 2008. I got my SBA loan 2 weeks before Lehman Brothers collapsed.
Oh, wow.
My
2
banker
weeks.
actually called me and said, "Hey, you haven't started spending your money yet to build out your location." I said, "Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it in a few weeks." He goes, "Send me the invoice now so that we'll trigger the loan. Otherwise, we might take it back from you."
Oh, man.
What month was this? Do you remember?
This was September 08.
Okay.
Still the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history. My banker said, "The whole world is falling apart. Take the money." It was crazy. And my brilliant Harvard MBA boss looking at me saying, "You want to start a business right now in the worst economy I've ever seen." Then people paid me at my prior job $2,000 an hour to find problems in their business, and I can find a lot of them in this one. "You have no experience in the hair industry. You're starting a business at the highest price point in town. And if you don't remember, you had a son that was born 6 months ago that had a 12-hour open heart surgery to save his life. What are you going to do about health insurance? What are you going to do about money?" And I remember I kept telling him, "I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out."
Wow. So tell us more about your son. Tell us what you're feeling, like how you got through that.
Yeah. You know, so he had his open heart surgery in December 07. I opened for business because I had no choice. We needed to open. So I have a wife that just says, "Okay, let's do it.
Let's do this."
We've been together since we were 16 years old. That's truly the reason why it all happened. Because I go to her and saying, "Hey, I'm making a bunch of money at this insurance company and we're growing really fast and the future's bright and I want to quit. And we have to move out of this big house that we just bought into an apartment because we can't afford the house if we're going to start the business." And she goes, that sounds like fun."
Bingo.
Wow.
And so I had somebody there to be with our son during those times, and I was still there. We moved into an apartment next door to the location so I could walk to work every day.
Nice.
Left the apartment, opened a little wrought iron gate, and I was in the shopping center. So I was still there, but I had somebody there to support me in that journey. And he just turned 10 years old. The kid plays lacrosse and football and soccer and baseball, and he's a gymnast.
Wow.
Yeah, and honestly, when I was in the business early on, I worked the front desk, I opened, I closed. I didn't know how to hire anybody. Everyone I hired left and said, "You have no idea what you're doing. You don't know this business. I've been in it 20 years. You've been in it 0. You're doing it all wrong." My strength came from thinking about peers right?
Sure.
Like he was my hero. Like, okay, if this kid can do that,
Then
I can do
anything.
this.
Absolutely.
You can take whatever anyone's saying and just be like,
Yep.
So, just kind of going back a little bit, if there was someone in your position, what would you recommend to them if they were kind of in a similar situation, if they wanted to go and approach something like this?
This is what I love about franchising. I tried to go into franchising when I started my business. And I visited other franchisors, met with them, went in as a guest into their locations, and didn't get the experience I was hoping for. I was a guy that hated getting my hair cut. I would get my hair cut twice as short as I wanted. I was walking in consciously going, I want a 4 on the sides, but give me a 2. Because I don't want to see you guys for 2 months.
Because I expect a 3 out of 10
that's what I've
experience.
done. I mean, I literally have very long hair because I didn't like the experiences I was having. Yeah, if I can't get to my person, the experience I want, I'd rather not do it at all.
Yeah, so I went in and going, I just need to be a franchisee.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there for me. The idea was there, but the execution wasn't. So I had to create my own. If you are going through whatever, you hate your boss, you've saved up a little bit of money in your 401k, you're looking to be your own business owner, you want to manifest your own destiny, franchising is the perfect opportunity in my mind. It doesn't have to be the Gents Place. Any of these concepts that have some proven track record, they've been around for a while, they have systems, they have controls, they have a track record, they have gone through the millions of dollars in mistakes. Right? I've made millions of dollars in mistakes, no doubt about it.
But you learn from each of those mistakes.
I learned from them, and we've packaged that up into a franchise opportunity where people don't have to go through the same thing I went through. So these new franchisees that we have coming on board, they already have the marketing system, the new age marketing system that we have that's been perfected over 10 years. And that's what franchising, I think does. And that's why I'm really passionate about it. The main thing for me is my really big purpose in life is to help people kind of come off the sidelines and start their own businesses if they so choose to do that. Not everybody's wired for it, but there are a lot of people looking out going, oh man, that must be nice. I wish I could do that. But they're really capable people. They have the financial resources. They want to do it, but they need somebody to help kind of push them into
A
it.
roadmap.
And
a process
plan.
to follow.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing for me. That's why I'm really excited about franchising, because we can take that person and go, it's okay. We've gone through the millions of dollars in mistakes, and we can still help you kind of live out that dream.
So one thing I'm gonna throw out there, because we always try and focus on positivity too, is instead of calling them mistakes, they were challenges.
Yeah.
And all challenges you can overcome. And I think that's kind of what it was, is you've gone through and this is what the process is. And if people just follow that process, they're gonna get the same or better experience than we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We had a guy that just emailed us a couple of weeks ago, and we get these emails all the time. But he's dealing with stage fright, and he's got to perform as a business executive. He's been going through this whole kind of life-transforming program. And he sent me this long email saying, I've been dealing with stage fright, I've been taking acting classes, I've been doing this, and I came into the Gents Place, and it caused me to show up this way to work. And he said, I just want to acknowledge the value that you're providing in my life and other people's lives.
So great.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's why we
What
do
more
what we
can
do.
you ask for?
Yeah. Looks like a fancy barbershop when you come in, but the real magic happens in the conversation and how we make you feel.
On that note,
We actually have 2 separate things for you.
Okay.
we do.
So the first I actually want to give you is hidden back over here. There's the business that Scorpion works with all the time, so J. David's Custom Clothiers, and we got a gift for you.
Oh,
so this
awesome.
is the first thing that we wanted to give
Thank
to you.
you. I love this bag, by the way. I see a football.
Yeah.
Yep. They took a little piece of the football and
Game
turned
used
them
ball.
into
Look at that.
cufflinks.
How
So-
cool is that? This is a real game-used football.
It's a real game-used football.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
All right, so that's
Thank you.
That's the
You're
first.
welcome.
Yeah, this is great.
Secondly,
Every guest that's on the Get to Work show gets their Scorpion pin that's created by
one of a
hand,
kind, by the way.
and it's tailored to their brand. So for you, we created a Scorpion pin out of wood.
I think I want to put this on right now. Is that okay with you guys?
Of course. Would you want to pin him?
I would love to.
Okay.
Oh, that works perfectly with your suit. The only one in the
That
world.
looks
with-
so good.
Look at that. Thank you very much.